Hello friends, welcome to yet another fascinating session of Wisdom Zone. This is Shubro. And friends, in today's video, you are gonna get some extremely useful English phrasal verbs. So it is my earnest request to all of you, please watch this video to learn all the useful English phrasal verbs I am gonna discuss today. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So friends, welcome back once again to this fascinating session on useful English phrasal verbs. And as I have promised, in today's video I am going to discuss some extremely useful English phrasal verbs for your everyday English conversation so that you can speak quite dynamically and proficiently. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with today's useful English phrasal verbs. So friends, the first one is on your screen, that is put out. So put out can be used in multiple ways. The first meaning is on your screen. It's very useful, that is to stop a light by pressing a switch. That means you can say that to switch off a light. That's called to put out. So as you see the example, she asked me to put out the night lamp. That means she asked me to switch it off. That means to stop the light. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we will see put out. Again, as you see put out, it also means to make something such as a fire stop burning. That is also called to put out. That means to extinguish a fire and stop it from burning. So that's also called put out. As you see the example, firefighters took 4 hours to put out the fire in the shopping mall. I'm quite sure it's clear. That means they took 4 hours to extinguish the fire in the shopping mall. Up next we will see put out once again. So we can use put out in another way. As you see, the third meaning of put out is to annoy or upset someone. So as you see the example, Jane was very put out as she was not invited to the party. So I'm quite sure it's clear. That means she was quite upset, or maybe she was quite annoyed as because she was not invited to the party. Up next we will dive into the next one, that is put on. Put on is the exact opposite of put out. The first meaning of put out, which is to stop a light by pressing a switch. So here put on means to cause a device or light to operate or to switch it on. You can say to switch something on, to start a device or light. That's called put on. So as you see, could you put on the radio? Could you put on the radio? That means could you start it? Could you switch it on? I'm quite sure it's clear. So remember this put on. Up next we will dive into the next one, that is knock off. Let me repeat once again, it's knock off. Knock off is very useful for everyday English conversation. It means to stop working, usually at the end of the day. When you finish your work and stop working, that time you say knock off. As you see, Sam usually knocks off at 7 p.m. That means he usually stops working at 7. I'm quite sure it's clear. He finishes his work and he stops working at 7 p.m. Up next we will dive into the next one, that is knuckle down. Let me repeat once again, it's knuckle down. Knuckle down means to start to work or study hard. So that's called to knuckle down. When someone starts working or studying hard, so that's called knuckle down. As you see the example, Tom decided to knuckle down before his final exams. That means he decided to study hard before his final exams. Up next, I am going to discuss the next one, that is lam into. Let me repeat once again, it's lam into. So it has two meanings. The first meaning of lam into is on your screen. It is to hit or attack someone or something hard. That's called to lam into. It can be to hit someone or something, or to attack someone or something hard. That's called to lam into. As you see the example, the biker lamped into the lamp post. So I'm quite sure it's clear. That means the biker in fact hit the lamp post hard. So lamped into lamppost means to hit the lamppost very hard here. So it can also mean to attack someone hard. So up next we will see the next meaning and the last phrasal verb. We see lam into once again. It also means to criticize someone strongly. That is also called to lam into. Just remember, lam into also means to criticize someone very strongly. So as you see the example, my boss started lambing into me for being late. That means my boss started criticizing me for being late. I'm quite sure it's clear. So friends, today you got some extremely useful and easy phrasal verbs for your everyday English conversation. Try to go through all the examples and make sentences and comment below. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So stay tuned for further informative videos, and please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.